Oh my goodness, yes! It's the Strucker twins, aka Fenris. The Fenris twins were the kids of Baron von Strucker, and just like him, they were white supremacists. That's not a good thing. In the comic books, they were bioengineered while still in the womb to become mutants, and they were pretty powerful. And it wasn't just their powers that made them dangerous, it was because they were themselves monsters. They killed without mercy, they thought everything was theirs to take. They were just mentally fucked up, and it just made them horrible, horrible people. No episode of the X-Men is complete without a struggling father-son relationship, and honestly, thank you for this, okay? Thank you. I was getting tired of the whole "we hate mutants" theme that was going on in every episode. We get it. People don't like mutants. Mutants are supposed to be, you know, the comic book version of people not liking other I get it, okay? This was a nice twist. Let's give it up to Blink for letting go of the memory tampering problems. She confirms that she is there for the team, which is very good, and she's letting go of what happened to her earlier. This is honestly a big step because this is probably something that people are always wondering. Oh, I wonder when she's gonna flip out and lose her problems because she's pissed off about the memory alteration. It's not gonna happen. She's okay with what happened. She let it go. She's moving on. She frozen that bitch. We get a new group of mutants, and the plot force is with everyone in the hero universe. There's someone hiding there from Trask Industries, and what? There's a telepath that was able to find them. That's crazy. That's awesome. I loved it. She kind of has super speed. I mean, I don't really know if that's what this was, but she's no Quicksilver. And let's be honest, when it comes to super speed, Quicksilver is the golden standard. But back to the fight scene. Did anyone else love the not X-Men fight that went down here? It was awesome. The mutants coming together, the mutants trying to fight the chick with the super speed. They were just going back to back. Everyone, you know, tag team this chick. They were working together. It was great. And then they did the epic Blink portal jump so that Thunderbird could KO this chick. It was amazeballs. FYI, Warpath did the same thing in the Days of Future Past movie. The mutant that rats out the speed demon is Esme, who in the comic books is one of the Cuckoo Sisters. The Cuckoo Sisters were clones that were created from eggs that were harvested from Emma Frost. That's right, the powerful Emma Frost. So the fact that they just dropped a Cuckoo Sister on us is amazing. I have no idea what this means. Are we going to see other people? Are we going to hear about Emma Frost? Are we going to hear about her sisters? I don't know, but this is just great because the Cuckoo Sisters were powerful. And Esme actually at one point tried to take over everything and become the head Cuckoo Sister. I love saying the word cuckoo. Guess who meets with his father and learns that his dad was a mutant? What? And he himself could have possibly been a mutant? What? It's actually kind of ironic because Reed could have been a mutant himself and instead ended up being someone who turned out to prosecute mutants instead. The life he could have lived. If they ever do a multiverse episode thing, this would be amazing to see. And you know, at some point, if shows ever get good enough, they do a multiverse episode thing. But this actually tracks with the comic books. The offspring of mutants typically turn out to be mutants themselves. Perfect example, Polaris with her dad being Magneto. Very similar powers. Then we also have Siren, who's the daughter of Banshee. And if you don't know who Banshee is, Banshee's the guy from X-Men First Class with the sound powers. It happens all the time. Not only could he have been a mutant, his grandparents were the Strucker twins. Freaking amazing. And now Reed's kids have the same powers. Obviously the powers that they're showing here in the show are different than the powers that the Fenris twins had in the comic books. But they are still powerful nonetheless. If anything, it's possible they might be more powerful here in the TV show. Another thing that we learn about in this episode is the drug kick. Apparently Trask is giving it to the mutants to boost their powers, but it's also making them incredibly dependent on the drug. And the drug is a comic book shout out. Yes, love it. Easter egg for everybody else. You know, come on. In the comic books, kick is actually the nickname. It's called hypercortisone D, and the D stands for dangerous. The D always stands for dangerous. That's why they gave hypercortisone the D. Oh, that's not a good joke to make. I'm sorry. The drug does boost your powers to about 5 times its normal limits, and it lasts for about 5 hours. And that's not me just coming up with random shit to say. That's from the comic books, people who have used the drug. That is their testimony of the drug. And if you overuse the drug, then there's the very high likely chance that you will die.
Okay, cool off.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Andy Strucker, the fucking dude, this was hardcore as shit. Did anyone else just clap or lose their shit when they saw this? Because fucking Andy, what the fuck happened here, man? He grew big mutant balls. I don't even know how the hell oh my god, I can't. This dude deserves all the props and credit. But it doesn't even stop there.
You shoot it! No! Get out!
Granddaddy Strucker steps his game up. He takes 2 bullets to the chest and said, fuck that. Everybody in this fucking bitch dies. And he took out only 1 person, but still, he almost took out everybody. It was awesome as shit. The Strucker family is hella resilient. Good news from all of this is that the mutant group finds out about Trask and where to go when they have to have the ultimate fight out that we all know that we want to see. And not only does Blink come to terms with the memory altering powers, she has them used on a little girl that came from the same foster care as Blink. It's kind of sad when you think about it, but the little girl had to go through a lot. She had to watch people die. Nobody deserves to have to remember that when you're that age. So the fact that Blink is seeing the positive side of these powers and not just the destructive is, you know, a pretty good thing. Maybe when she's older, they can tell the little girl what happened. But for right now, this is a pretty good, you know, situation for her. Oh no, they're holding hands. How much you guys want to bet next episode there's just a fucking crater with the 2 of them standing in the middle of it like, oh my god, I didn't know we could do that. That would be fucking hilarious. I am surprised nothing happened here. There wasn't even like a little spark or anything from them holding hands, but I would classify this as bad touch.